everyone, it's March now, so I'm just going to run you quickly through my March favourites. First up has got to be, Wendy said I wasn't allowed to include this because I only just got it, but she's not here, so what's she going to do? And it's the Bioderma Crealine makeup remover. It is just fantastic. Everything that everyone said about it is true. Really gentle, takes everything off. I just love it. And if you make a whoopsie with your makeup and you need to, you know, do a bit of a quick change kind of deal, then you can put your makeup on straight on top over this as well. So it's fantastic for makeup artists, and also it comes in a little baby one as well. So this is really great for your kit. I got mine from Le Guide Santé. And the shipping was expensive, but overall to buy the tiny one and the large one was £19.75 with the shipping, so I think that's pretty good for that, because normally on Amazon it's around 20 quid just for the large bottle, and it's bloody expensive, but it's huge and it really does the job, so I'm liking that. And next up is the La Roche Posay Nutritic, I don't know, transforming dry care for very dry skin. I've been using this for about a week now and I'm already, you know, seeing the benefit. My flakiness has already, you know, died down quite a lot, and just generally my skin feels a bit sort of softer and not so tight and horrible. So I'm going to keep using this, and hopefully it'll continue to do the job, and it's not just a, you know, immediate reaction, because I'd really quite like that to continue. I also bought a spot treatment from La Roche Posay, but I've only been using that for about a week, and that's not really enough time for me to gather my thoughts on that. But so far I'm liking it. My spots appear to be less bad than they were, so we'll see. Last week I barely wore any makeup at all because I was very poorly. But I did have to go into work a couple of days, so I needed to look alive, and I was wearing my Stila custom colour blush in, this one doesn't have a name, it's just a custom colour blush, and again it's just one of those really bright rosy pinks that looks less scary on the cheek than it does in the pan, and it just sort of really made me feel a bit more alive. So I was really liking that the last week or so. A couple of lippies from MAC that I've really been enjoying. First up is Viva Glam V, which Wendy persuaded me to buy, and then she persuaded Rachel to buy it, who also bugged me to get it as well. And it's a really lovely pinkish nude colour with gold shimmer all the way through it, and I've been wearing this at least twice a week since I've got it. I absolutely love it. Quite sad that it wasn't in my life before then, but yeah, it's great, and it's a Viva Glam, so you know, it doesn't even count really as shopping when you buy one of those. So yeah, I've really been enjoying that. Really great day-to-day lipstick for me. And also Hang Up, which I'm wearing now. It's a really kind of winey red colour. It's a cream sheen finish. I think it's the first cream sheen that I've had. No, it's not. I'm lying. And I'm in love with it. I kept looking at it every time I went into MAC, and I thought, oh, I've probably got something similar, and you know, I have, but I had to have it. And I'm really glad that I bought it. I would recommend it if you like sort of darker vampy colours, because it's not drying, which is fantastic. I've got quite a few of these wine colours, and they're sort of matte. It's nice to have one with a bit of a sheen to it. Next up, I've been in Inglot quite a bit this month, and I've picked up a couple of their eyeliners. They've got a couple of different types of eyeliners, but I can't find the other ones that I've got. These are their Glamorous eye pencils, and I'm not sure what the difference is other than they've got funkier colours. I got 400, which is a bright sort of yellow gold colour, and 404, which is sort of a blackened burgundy, kind of showing up grey. Rubbish. Anyway, there they are. The gold's really vibrant. Sadly, it doesn't transfer to the waterline as well as I would like, which is what I bought it for. And then there's 404, which is not showing up at all, but it's really, really pretty. I'm really pleased with those. I'm going to head back and pick up another couple of colours, because they had some quite unusual ones, or ones that maybe aren't unusual but they're quite hard to find in the drugstore. Speaking of drugstore, I've also really been liking the Wet n Wild Colour Icon liners. Wendy sent me a couple of these. She sent me the grey one and the green one, and particularly the grey one I've been loving. It's really soft, lovely grey colour, great, you know, it's soft enough to blend out as a base. Oh god, it looks green on camera, bloody camera. Anyway, I'm really liking those, and I think they're really, really cheap in the US, so check them out if you live over there and you don't have them. Another thing that I've really been enjoying, I bought this off Rachel from the Beauty Spot. Very kindly sold it to me because she didn't get much use out of it, and this is the Sugar Pill Burning Heart palette, which I know loads of people have, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, but overall really, really like it. Love Plus and Flame Point are just fantastic. I really, really like Flame Point particularly. Butter Cupcake is great. It kind of suffers from the same problems that most bright yellows have. They come off a little bit chalky, and sometimes they're a bit muddy when you blend them out, but I mean overall it's a really great yellow. It's not, I don't think it's the shadow's fault. I think yellows can be just a bit of a pain in the arse. Poison Plum is a bit of a bugger. It's kind of patchy, it doesn't blend out particularly well, which is a real shame because the colour is stunning. It's really, really lovely. Some people say they don't have a problem with it, and I don't know. I don't know if they've got a different one than what I've got in my hand, because normally I don't have a problem with matte eyeshadows at all. Pretty good with them. But this one is just kind of, it's sticky. I don't know. So it's a shame that that one's not on par with the rest of the shadows, because otherwise it would be an A star. But yeah, it's really pretty. I'm going to pick up the Sweetheart palette just to see how that compares. But yeah, I'm expect to be seeing quite a lot of looks with Poison Plum and not Poison Plum with Love Plus and Flame Point, because they're just wonderful, wonderful. An oldie bit goodie. I've had this for nearly a year now. I picked this up last summer, and this is Inglot Duraline, and it is it's a mixing medium. I'm not sure if it's oil based, but it feels quite oily. It's not like other mixing mediums. But the reason why I love it, obviously it does the job, but is because it has a dropper, and it's just so handy, so handy. Yeah, I just think that if you have a lot of loose pigments, loose eyeshadows, you really need a good mixing medium. And if you can get hold of Duraline, if you can head into an Inglot to have a little play with it and see how it works for you, it really is worth it, because it's jolly nice indeed. Speaking of loose eyeshadows, everyone's been going Hunger Games mad at the moment, and quite a lot of indie collections. Indie shops opened their own, I can't even talk. A lot of indie shops had Hunger Games collections, and I was really lucky to be able to help Susan from Darling Girl with the Hunger Games collection, and so did Wendy and Helen from the Makeup Heroes also helped her out, and Mandy from Pretty Making as well. She asked us for sort of ideas, and we helped her with names and things like that. And the Darling Girl Hunger Games collection is just brilliant. It's really, really pretty. Every single shadow is amazing. I'll put a link to my swatches down below, but my favourites, some of my favourites are Survival Instinct. Let's see if you can see. It's a really odd sort of plummy, bronzy colour with purple and green glitter in it. Over a sticky base, it just screams. It's fantastic. Really, really nice. Great for, you know, a good twist on like a smoky eye. Really nice for a night out. And then there's obviously a wig, which is sort of like Stars and Rockets but on crack. It's that sort of, you know, along those lines. It's sort of fuchsia-y purple with a blue duochrome, but it's really bright. I mean, it's really great. So I'm a big fan of that one. And then the last one is Squirrel Hunter, which is just a forest green with lots and lots of green sparkles, and it's just so pretty. I'm a really big fan of green, so that one deserves a special place in my collection, and I've been using that as liner a couple of times as well. So yes, overall the collection is fantastic, but those are just the ones that came to my head today when I was thinking about what ones to talk about. One last thing, I've bought quite a lot of brushes recently, because you can never have enough brushes. I'm sick of washing them now. I think my solution is just to buy more, and never have to wash them again, but of course that doesn't work. I bought quite a lot of the Real Techniques brushes, but I'm not going to talk about them properly because I haven't really gathered my thoughts on them yet. I'm writing a review of them at the moment, which I find really helps me to well, gather my thoughts on what I think of things if I write them down before I talk about them. But overall I'm really liking them, and I've used most of them so far. I think there's only one that I haven't used. Oh no, I did play with it yesterday. I'll quickly mention the buffing brush from the Core collection. Please sell this on its own, please. It's beautiful. It's amazing for buffing and foundation, and I've used it with Colour Stay, which is a bit of a bugger, and I've also used it with my eyeliner, which is like a tinted moisturiser cream, and it makes really light work of both of them. But I'm going to shut up about them because I'll go through all of them. Another brush I've really been liking is actually a crown brush, and I wasn't expecting to like these at all. But this is the C429 Deluxe Duo Fibre Crease brush, and that's what it looks like. It's a bit grubby because I used it this morning. And I wasn't really sure what to expect from this one, but I really like it. The head is very, it's not going to bloody focus, is it? It's really fine. The bristles, you know, are quite sparse at the top. So obviously it's not for uber blending, but just to you know, to put transitionary colours on, or if you want to just, you know, very softly blend out a colour, say if you just put something on your lid and you just want to blend it out. I really like it. And if you have a light concealer, something that doesn't need too much work, this is good for blending it in as well. Yeah, I wasn't expecting to like it at all, and I wasn't really expecting, you know, that I would use this sort of weird brush. I just bought it because I was curious, but actually I've got quite a lot of use out of it, so that is good. So there's all my beauty loves for this month. I have a couple of things I bloody hated. First one is the Got to Be Sparkling Shine Hairspray. I don't know if I got a shit one or what, but it's crap. I mean, the holder's alright, but it's very crispy, and I just don't see the sparkle. When I spray it in my hair, it looks greasy. I was expecting like a glitter spray, and it just looks crusty and horrible, and I just, yeah, it just makes my hair look like I've not washed it. It's not even like a shimmer. It's just crap. Although it does smell nice. So, greasy hair, but it will smell nice. The other thing I hated, and I really do hate this, I never thought I could hate a skincare product this much, but I hate it. I got this free with Marie Claire, and it's the Neals Yard Rehydrating Rose Daily Moisture. No, it's not rehydrating, and it's not moisturising. I do, in its defence, have quite dry skin, and as I mentioned earlier, I do suffer from the flakies a little bit, but this made my skin feel dry and tight. And I don't know. I don't tend to have reactions to skincare. There's nothing that I'm aware that I'm allergic to or that I'm particularly sensitive to. I mean, my skin is sensitive in that it's dry and it needs to have moisture. Otherwise it, you know, it gets a bit unhappy and tight. But, you know, I don't tend to suffer from redness or anything particularly. And, oh God, it's horrible. I only kept it this long so I could moan about it in the video, but I would never expect to put a moisturiser on my face and for it to feel drier or tighter. I would just expect it to not do anything. Anyway, that's disgusting. Goodbye. It's going in the bin after this video. And so I can show you something nice and so I don't end the video on a fit of rage about that crappy Neals Yard moisturiser. I bought these absolutely adorable earrings from Claire's. and they're little gumball machines. Focus. Little gumball machines, they're made of metal, and they've got little heart and star candy pieces in, and they're so cute, really really cute. So I'm quite happy with those, because I'm sure someone will ask. I'm wearing Max Factor Fantasy Fire over a sort of grape colour from LA Colours. It's not going to show you the duochrome, but I've been wearing this a couple of times since I bought it, and it's really really pretty. It is as nice as everyone says. And also from Max Factor, I've really been liking, what's it called? Dazzling Blue as well, which is like a blue with a really strong aqua duochrome, and it's not going to show, but it has real subtle pink flash to it as well. So I've been enjoying that also. That's all for me because this video is really long. I'm sorry because I know I rambled, but thank you for watching, and I'll promise I'll have some proper makeup tutorials and reviews and whatnot up soon. Thanks. Bye.